Hey girlies, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I would like to tell you the story of how I grew my hair from this to this. On this channel I speak about holistic well-being and femininity, and hair is a big part of my feminine journey, and that's why I would like to share my story with you today. So I have my notes here because it took a lot of things and a lot of products and everything to get where I am now with my hair and to grow it back. But I think that the first thing I would like to do is to show you and tell you why exactly I ended up with hair that looked like this. When I was a teenager, I used to be really insecure about myself, and whatever I didn't really feel good in my own skin, and naturally I always wanted some kind of change because I thought that the external appearance is gonna sort out all my problems that were inside of my head and I'm gonna feel beautiful all of a sudden. So what I did was that I was coloring my hair over and over. I had blue, I had ginger, red, pink, purple, black, blonde, all sort of different colors. And this is nothing against people, and especially women on this channel who dye their hair. I have nothing against it. I think it's really beautiful. Honestly, now, like, I just love the colorful hair. For me it looks really interesting, but now with my hair I'm on a journey of growing it as long as possible and as healthy as possible, and I really fell in love with my natural hair. So the second thing I was doing quite frequently was ironing my hair, and I know this is quite a topic because for me, when I was a teenager, I sometimes felt like straight hair are the norm of beauty, and curly hairs and wavy hairs are not as appreciated. I felt that if I don't have straight hair, I am not fitting into the social beauty norm. And back when I was a teenager, I spoke about this many times on my channel, but I was eating poorly and I had a poor self-image. I didn't love myself and I felt really insecure, and hair was a part of it. So then it was COVID that was just a major big breakthrough for me in many things, in my like mindset space and also beauty and feminine vibes. And back then, I think it was May or June, I still had like blonde ends, and I decided one day, one morning, I randomly woke up and I decided that I'm just gonna cut off my blonde ends. And that was a bit unfortunate because for that night I made a braid to sleep in, but I made it like from here, from the top up, not like down. And I just took the braid and I cut it in front of a mirror. But obviously, like, because it's positioned on the top of the head, like, the hair is just like, oh my god, what did I do there? Like, it was just, I cut it and it looked so bad because the length was just like all over the place. Like, it was short here, long in the back. Like, I'll show you the picture of my creation. And yeah, so I cut it, and that day I was like, okay, I'm done like with this look. So that was it. And that day I also decided that I'm gonna take care of my skin much better and also my hair. So this is the beginning of healing my hair and growing it and making it strong. This is how it looked. And yeah, let's get into what I was changing. So just to let you know, I spent a lot of time reading and researching about hair, how to make it healthier, watching videos and all that kind of stuff. But this is a bit of a disclaimer. I have a certain type of hair, and what worked for me doesn't necessarily have to work for you as well. This is just like a personal recommendation of what worked for me, but it's not a guaranteed formula for you to have healthier hair. But for me, if you have a little bit similar type of hair, it could technically work really similarly for you as well. And since that picture, I now have this kind of hair. This is the longest my hair has ever been. I usually had like the length like here. So as you can see, like now it's like this part, and yeah. So let's get into it. So let's take it one by one. Let's take it to the time before shower, before washing your hair. With washing my hair, I wash my hair once a week, every single Sunday, because I do like the whole spa day when it's like all in one day, you know? If you know, you know, you just do everything about your face, hair, skin, everything. So I wash my hair once a week on Sunday. So before I go to shower, I would oil my hair with 4 oils: Argan, rosemary, jojoba, and castor oil. And after oiling it, I would put it in a bun and I cover it with a cap, the shower cap that you would normally use to keep your hair dry. And it's because when there's a lot of oil in your hair is more there's a bigger danger of dust getting into the base of your hair, and then it could cause damage. So I just cover it. And it's really interesting because it creates like its own ecosystem, and it's really warm, so it's really nice. So then after a few hours, I usually have like a 4-hour window in between the oiling and showering. When I shower, I use, as the first thing, I use shampoo. So what you want to do, you take the shampoo, you put just a little, you don't have to put a lot, you just put a little poop, and you massage it, you like activate it like that. So you do this, and I usually put my hair again to the front and I gently massage it again. Sometimes I also use this thingy to like get some things off. And sometimes I mix coffee into my shampoo to give it like a little bit of the scrub, and I also read that coffee stimulates hair growth. But make sure you use high quality coffee and that you wash it out properly, otherwise there's gonna be like pieces of the coffee left. But it's really nice, and my hair is always super soft after washing it with coffee. I wash my hair with Nature Box, and I use one another shampoo. I'll link it down, Flora Siberica, and I use this one, the Flora Siberica, just once a month because it's a little bit stronger shampoo. And I put my shampoo only on the scalp when I'm massaging it, but then after the shampoo I use conditioner and I put it on the hair and I leave it sit for a bit, and then I wash it out. Sometimes I use a mask, sometimes I don't. It depends on how I feel, if I feel like using it or not. And also I use the one from Nature Box. They have multiple types, so shampoo, conditioner and mask, everything from Nature Box. Also another like extra tip that I learned is to use apple cider vinegar at the end. Watch some other videos or Google it how much of this apple cider vinegar you should use, because it depends on the hair. Someone who has like not as thick hair should use much less than me, but I usually put like a third of this big cup, and the rest is water, and it also makes the hair a bit smooth. And when I feel like super extra, I cook rosemary and chamomile together, sometimes also green tea in a pot. Then I get all the I basically take just the liquid out of it, let it sit so it cools down, and then I use it as like a rinse, and it gives kind of like the spa feeling out of it, and it leaves the hair feeling also really nice and soft. Okay, you go out of the shower. What is the next step? You want to dry your hair. This is really important because when you have wet hair, it's really fragile, so you don't want to damage it. I bought a special really soft towel that I use just for my hair, because the typical one that we use for our body is a little bit more rough. So and I totally saw a difference when I started using the soft one. So what I do, I first, without a towel, I go and I like put the water out of my hair, and when it feels like a little bit drier, then I take the towel and I like pet it. I don't do like I used to whenever I would go whenever I would go out of the shower. I would like grab the rough towel and I would and I would just like totally rub it, and then I had like super frizzy hair everywhere. And yeah, so take gentle towel take gentle towel and gently pat it. And what I do next is that I again flip my hair, because I have wavy hair. I flip it to the front, and I like scrunch it with the towel to get like the extra wet out. Big disclaimer: never sleep with wet hair. Make always sure that you washed your hair much sooner that you have to go to bed, because it's gonna be destroying your hair. Never sleep with wet hair. And what I also wanted to mention with this, I hardly ever use anything to dry my hair. I just let it sit. The next thing is oiling. I have naturally really dry hair, so I make sure that I oil it as much as possible. I usually use argan oil for that during the week, and I flip my hair and I just like gently massage it with like circular motion, and I make sure that it doesn't get dry. For all of you with wavy hair, I think you really understand me, because if it gets dry, it gets really dry, and then it can get also kind of painful, and you don't want that. So I prevent it by oiling my hair and giving myself a nice head massage. The next thing is hairstyles. So I used to wear a lot of buns up here, when I would just like put all the hair and I would put it to the bun, and it would be basically like pulling all the hair here, and I would like, you know what I mean, bun. The thing is, it's breaking your hair, and for me it was causing a lot of like the hair from here would get like really weak, and it would make my hair frizzy. Now I wear either braids or loose hair, or I tie it but really low. I never, like hardly ever, maybe sometimes in the gym when I need to squat or something and I don't want my hair in a way, I put it into a bun. But 99% of the time I have something that is like going down, and most of the time it's braid. I also sleep in braid, so because it helps my hair. Like I also saw a big difference when I started doing braids for night. but I usually wear them also during the day, but today I decided since it's a video about hair that I'm gonna wear it loose. And another thing is using scrunchies. I have a satin one. I almost stopped using like the regular hair ties because they usually pull my hair and it destroys them again. I also use satin pillowcase, satin sleeping mask, so it wouldn't be destroying my hair as well. And one of my latest is those two products. I use it for moisture, so that is also something I use. Another thing is also that I started eating a lot better, which would deserve a whole different video because the tips about how to eat for your hair are just endless. I hope you enjoyed today's video because that was everything. I use quite a lot of things, but when you get used to it, it's a really simple routine. And as you can see, my hair, I put it here, my hair is just like completely elsewhere, so it was definitely worth it. Let me know your favorite products if I didn't mention something that you think it would be worth considering and mentioning in this video. And I hope you're gonna have a lovely day wherever you are in the world, and see you the next time. Bye!